Hello everybody and welcome back to Brotato, the arena survival action roguelike itself. We are going to be checking out, let's go with the mage here. Plus 5 elemental damage. All elemental damage modifications are increased by 33%. That's new for this character. You start with a snake. You start with a, screw it. I'm going to keep on with it. Sacred sausage. Minus 100 range melee engineering. So really we are going to be doing an elemental run. So in the past, what has obviously been like the best has been Taser. It has routinely been the strongest thing to do for this character. But with Snake and Sacred Sausage, this is one bounce on our burn, and Sacred Sausage is going to be a chance to burn as well on every hit. So that's going to be pretty interesting here. I think we go for the wand. It just seems the most thematically appropriate for going for this idea. Obviously, Torch is good, but Wand seems great here. New enemies appear, inflation's higher, enemies are stronger, even stronger. Enemies drop less materials, 2 bosses appear at once. I feel like we could really get this DPS up to a gnarly point. Like, our technical damage output right now is very high. Like, it is... We technically do 33... Well, I mean, okay. We do 37 damage. With every hit. Obviously, it's over the course of time, so it's not as good. But still, that's pretty good. Especially because I'm excited to check out this character now that the new patch that, you know, has tagged items, so you're more likely to find specific types of items, is out on the beta branch here. I could go for this. Oh, you know what? I'll go for that there. I wouldn't mind getting 200 harvesting today, unlocking a new character, but I don't freaking know, man. The last two, they're just so outside of my wheelhouse as far as, like, all the characters that we've got right now. Like, getting 50% speed, unless you have, whatever it is, like, the speed equals damage item. Unless you have that, it's not going to really be a smart thing to do very often. It depends on the run. I'm sure there's some runs where it is good, but you'll typically be doing it despite what you want to do. Okay, still wave 3, so let's roll for... Early recycling machine is actually kind of interesting. I'm rolling while we have guaranteed double... Okay. Actually, screw it. We do not want more wands. Now that I see the flamethrower, yes, I'll do it. Yes, wands feel thematically appropriate, but flamethrowers are exceptionally cool. They have been nerfed, which is a shame that I didn't get to see what they were like before. Like, I think we maybe have picked up a flamethrower, but it's not been really a focus of a run in early access, and it's a shame that it's been so strong, apparently, but we don't get to see. Either way, we are going to do a little bit of weirdness here. We'll go for this. I know. Hear me out. I know. But let me explain the system I've explained 1,000 times before. If you have a weapon, you are more likely to find that weapon. So, if I focus heavily on the flamethrower right now, a weapon that could totally just carry me by itself, like we could just get rid of these wands, we will actually have a really, you know, surprisingly good chance to find flamethrowers in the shop, which is cool because obviously it's a slightly uncommon item to find otherwise. So I would love to go for that. Say no to that right now. I guess I'll go for armor out of those, elemental damage out of those. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to be stupid. Okay, so we probably need to get a little bit more luck before we kind of rely on this as a way to do it, but hear me out. We will get more flamethrowers. All right, so obviously they're going to be very expensive, but the more flamethrowers I have, you know, like, it's going to get good. And as you can see right here, we really don't need another weapon, which is kind of the thing. Like, is it stupid to get rid of wands when we don't have another weapon? Yes and no. if the weapon we were holding wasn't a flamethrower, I would say it could definitely be a death sentence. But that early of a flamethrower is... It is just a world of possibility, you know? Like, look at this. And nothing is really a problem to me. Elemental damage up. Take the flamethrower. Do a little reroll. Get another flamethrower. You see what I'm getting at here? You see what I'm getting at? You understand the power of abusing that system now? It's just... It's so good. Like, do I reroll a lot? Yeah, but I'm also the guy with 2 flamethrowers. And a 3rd in the waiting. So, hey. Can't be that bad to live this life, can it? Okay, so these guys seem to shoot out bullets whenever they take maybe damage or get hit by a bullet. So technically the flamethrower shoots lots of bullets. Boy. I wonder what like a little bit of knockback would do on the flamethrower. It feels like it could go a long way for us. I'm willing to take a little bit of damage to get more money because I might be able to, if I tunnel vision here, get 2 flamethrowers. Crit chance up, speed up. Oh, there's that spiky shield. There's another flamethrower. 3 flamethrowers and an epic in the shop there. I can't be too mad at that. I can't be too mad at that. Like, the fact that I kind of played this way already, and then the game sort of buffed playing this way in an extent is pretty darn cool. I do think that flamethrowers upgrade very, very well, if I remember correctly. You know, they have been nerfed, so who knows exactly, but they didn't used to scale with elemental damage at a base, and they were still pretty good. Like, the fire always did elemental damage, but the bullet itself did not do elemental damage. So we would be doing 1 damage with every little tick of it there. Okay, I'm risking a little bit too much. 3 elemental damage, huge. 3 armor? Sure. Epic flamethrower? Yeah, I will. Yeah, I will do that. Thank you. 3 damage, scales 10%. So yeah, the biggest, here's the thing about this weapon. The biggest benefit it gets is over its long-term DPS. But the thing that I'm happy about right now with getting 6 flamethrowers is the rapid amount of 3 damage we're doing. The burn is good. The burn is obviously very good. But look at all those 3s. It's kind of like it's like an SMG with infinite piercing and a little bit less range than you'd want. Is kind of what we're doing here right now. Okay. That was actually pretty spooky. There will be some enemies that are, you know, fine with this and thus pose a bit of an issue. Those would be kind of like the mummies, so like a little bit of knockback would go really well for those. I will take another flamethrower, yes. Power generator's an epic now, eh? Eh? Yep. Fuel tank is huge. Yeah, the tag system on the beta branch is why I was really excited to check out the wizard today. I was going to say the witch. Because playing them in the demo, they had really good pop-off potential, but they have so many like gimmick pieces like snake or sacred sausage, which does stack independently of your burns. At least it did in the demo. I'm really tempted to take this. I'll tell you what, I'll take it, and then maybe I can go with a super speed up, and we can try and unlock Speedy today. No promises on that, no expectations on that, but who knows? Maybe we could. Look at all these 4s. 4. It is an ocean of 4. Man. This really is something you can just do. Like, that's what's so funny. Is like, I'm so happy about the new update, because it just lets you do this. And I feel like that's okay. Like, I feel like that's okay. With a little bit of knowledge and of the intricacies of the shop mechanics, you can do some pretty stupid stuff. Like if you find a minigun really early, you can do the same thing. It's less likely, but you can. Let's say no to that. You know what? Fine. How much damage are we doing this? 5. So it does have a chance to, like, this can crit. The 5 can crit. Interesting. There, 6 flamethrowers. Just, I love the early access version. I love it. Look at that go. It is not even difficult. Like, and that's the thing. Is the flamethrower a rare weapon? Yes. Normally. But once you get one, have you ever noticed how once you get your first minigun or something, you are slightly more likely to find another? And usually that is while you have, you know, like 5 pistols or like 5 SMGs and 1 minigun. So basically every time it rolls your weapon, like in the shop, whenever a weapon shows up, if it picks a favored weapon, there's like a percentage chance for it to be a favored weapon. It then rolls a 6-sided die, more or less, unless you're playing the 12-arm guy. It rolls a 6-sided die, and whatever weapon is in that slot, it puts in the shop. So if all of your weapons are flamethrowers, it's no longer a rare weapon. It's a kind of rare weapon. I will definitely take that weapon for free there. Here's the thing, lifesteal is incredible with the flamethrower, so I actually don't even know if I want to go for that. It's like super early to get it, but I just don't care, I guess, is kind of my take. Just notice Alloy doesn't have Elemental. Hadn't had to consider it, because Elemental builds are just uncommon. Man, imagine 3 knockback. Just imagine what 3 knockback would do. Assuming it functions. It would be disgusting. Yaha! Okay. I don't know how we're going to fare against the boss, because we haven't really had to, like... Yes, I know I'm talking about the boss right now, and maybe I shouldn't, because there'll be some spooky stuff coming up, certainly. But it's worth considering. How are we going to do against a fight where the enemies aren't going to die that quick? Like, they're going to die... I don't know, probably pretty decently fast-ish. There's that tree up there, but I just don't know, man. Range. Is this relevant? I don't know if that's relevant or not. Ah. I don't know. I will take it because here's why I'm going to take it. If I don't take it today, when am I going to take that item? If I don't take that on this run, what run do I take this on? I don't really want 10% less enemies. That's kind of a silly thing in a way, usually. Do I want leather vest? I did lock it. I don't know. I did lock it, but I regret locking it. Sure. Look at all these freaking flamethrowers. We can have a legendary flamethrower, just like that. We could probably do a standstill kill build with this. Let me take a look at something. The attack speed is... Yeah, is it something we could adjust with attack speed percentage? Yeah. And it's probably worth getting a little bit of. But there's probably a certain point where it's like it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to go for that when we could just go for more individual damage. You know, we might as well Gatling Blast more or focus on our speed so we can try and unlock Speedy while also getting a little bit of damage and a little bit of survivability. Like, if I could get wings, that would be the dream. Ow. I need survivability. That's the thing. Like, my damage output is godly. Sure. My damage output is godly. I just need to live. I want to know. I want to know. It makes it so it does 8 ticks of burn, which is so good. But, okay, hold on. That brought it down to 0.07. That's noteworthy. That is noteworthy. That will be shooting a lot faster. We're dealing with tiny numbers, but every one of those tiny numbers, those 0.0 blank, is doing 4 damage, 6 damage. 6 damage. They all have the same base scaling for, like, everything that matters, really. The upgrades are more or less just for the big boys, and for those guys, we're going to want the higher level Flamethrower. We're going to want the legendary for that guy. So he burns when after his dash. Oh, God. So, yeah, the lip head boys, they are the biggest problem we face here. Every time they get hit by a bullet, they shoot a bullet. And we shoot so many bullets. It's absurd. I need survivability. I need health. I need health. I need health. But also 3 damage. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. I want lifesteal too. Like, I do want me some lifesteal. This shouldn't be too bad of a wave for us because the burn propagation will, at the very least, you know, they'll spread the fire around any of the host things. So even if we don't get close enough to kill them right away, the burn should eventually make it. It should kind of make it to them if we kill something kind of close to them or attack something kind of close to them. It should still spread. We really only have to look at anything that has a bigger HP pool, like the chargers. The lip boys are a little bit concerning, of course. I do hate how much the money is scattered around the map. But that's just, it's just one of those days where, like, there's not much I can kind of do about it. When fire starts bouncing, it's just going to run all the way over to the other side of the map sometimes. I'd rather just scrap that right now. I will take this because a little bit of lifesteal will go so far for us. Oh my god, of course. I do want that. Piercing damage. This has no... Has minus... Wait, it has minus 100% damage fall off. Wait, what? Does that... Does that do something then? Does that... Does that do something? Why would that do anything? Why would it have 100% damage fall off if it's... No, it is. It's definitely hitting for 1. It's hitting the enemy behind them for 1. So that upgrade could actually do something. It'll hit them, the person behind them for 1, and everything behind them for 100% less of that. But... You know, truthfully, it's probably not really worth it. It could be. Could be, could be, could be. This is such a satisfying run. What's my lifesteal? 2%. How is I not healing faster? Like, I know it's 2%, but... Okay, 420. I actually don't really want that downgrade. I will take the max HP now. Just screw it. It's a little bit too finicky. I don't think it's worth it. Fun thing about flamethrowers, too, is they only come in blue or above, so when we have this situation where we're forced to find them more often, and they're always blue or above, what do you know it? Our shop is filled with a lot of blues and epics in the weapon department. And I don't even have... I have 0 luck. Look at that. Look at my weapons. Look at my harvesting. Look at my luck. That is so cool. That is so freaking cool. This works so much better doing it this way than it did in the demo. And it honestly kind of worked in the demo, too. That guy's so fast. We need to kill the buffers. Kill the buffers. Ow. Yeah, we hate them. The big boys, which, again, I remind you, is kind of what the boss fight's gonna be like. So what do I do about that? A little bit of dodge could go well. Let's science. Let's science. Of course, I was thinking, what's the downside on wings? Of course it's elemental damage. Of course. Okay, so I don't think that attack speed was worth it. I don't think it didn't move it by a whole number there. Incendiary turret is I'm feeling a little strange now, actually. Just by seeing just how bad high HP targets are for us. And just look at that. Like, how much damage do we need to do to those fools? The buffer boy. Not once have I found knockback. I will point that out. And it probably would work quite well, I would imagine. Ow. Get the buffer boy. Is there a buffer? I thought there was a buffer boy. I guess he just he got, like, burn propagated, destroyed, I suppose. Okay. More lifesteal would be great. More lifesteal, more flat HP. Those are two things I would love to find. Ow! No, not right now. Another snake. Another snake. Another snake. Another snake. I actually don't think I need it. It's kind of expensive. And another flamethrower is cool. But I really don't think I need it either. Burn doesn't stack. It helps because it would be a 30% increase in the amount of shots. It's definitely an upgrade. Like, don't get me wrong. It is definitely an upgrade. Just looking at like the ×8 doesn't matter that much unless we're like dipping in and out of battle like really often. But that 0.1 second to 0.07 second, that's a big difference. That actually is a big difference. So I will lock it and hope. I don't actually know if enemies speed up. Do we have snail? We have snail. I'll take it then. It makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable to go for that. Seeing as how... Oh my god. What the leg. Seeing as how the enemies are already kind of catching up to me a bit more than I'd like. This wave is going better than I thought it would. The thing is, these enemies with speed up isn't actually that big of a deal. The thing that makes these enemies scary is their dash. And as far as I'm aware, the dash is not impacted by speed in the slightest. So they're just kind of conceptually spooky. to see running really, really fast, but their scary thing is unimpacted by it. A little bit of lifesteal would go a long way. The fact that we're doing as much lifesteal as we are... Oh, boy. God. I just can't. Like, we're getting a nice amount of lifesteal, considering we have 2%, I think? I have negative dodge anyways. Yeah, I'll take that. Oh, wow. Big. I'm not going to be able to afford that. I'm just not going to be able to afford it. Maybe I will. It's okay. I don't really need it. Would I like it? Sure. Do I need it? I mean, maybe. Again, survivability is lacking. Damage output is sort of like amazing on anything except for big targets like these, the dashers. We hate the buffed up dasher. It's the worst thing we can see, really. It's our... Please. Please. It's the worst thing we could see is a buffed up dasher. This is lifesteal, though. Please let me leave. There's so much money in the middle I want. This is 10% less enemies? Are you kidding me? Obviously I wanted all that stuff, but hey. This would be for pickup range. I'll take the 60. Crit chance down. That's noteworthy. That is really noteworthy. But HP, armor, and speed, I'll take it. I'm gonna say no to the luck. Speed is nice. Speed is damage and a little bit of survivability. But dear God, like any lifesteal right now. Ooh, I mean that's probably the way to go, right? And actually sacred sausage as well. I'm happy enough with that. All right, here we go. This is honestly very scary. I don't know if I care about trying to get a kill or not. But I do kind of want to be close enough to always have my lifesteal have a chance to go. Like, if I can kill, it's cool. Like, it's basically, it's either just going to happen or it doesn't. It's not something that I'm going to have to really intentionally focus on very much. Because the burn is sort of just going. Ow. Like, the reason I am where I am is mostly because I just always want to make sure I have a target to lifesteal. The dasher. We got a red dasher. Oh, do we ever have a red dasher? Get the buff, boy. Good. Oh, they're running around. Oh, they're running around. That is... Oh, my God. The double smack there. Are you kidding me on that? The double smack on that? Please. Please. My butt. Oh, my butt. Thunder sword? The hell is this? Hitting an enemy spawns 2 projectiles that deal 58 damage and slows... Wait, deals damage and slow enemies around them. Huh. So it's a slightly different... I mean... What is it? Thundershiv? Thunder... What can't I think of it right now? It's a slightly different one of those. That was a fun run. That was a really fun run. Lightning Shiv. So it spawns a projectile that slows them. It's kind of like the legendary lightning shiv that I modded. It had like the same sort of yellow lightning around it as well. Very, very neat. Very neat. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was actually like, it was really easy until the boss, which is kind of what I anticipated would be the situation for this character. Like, we could do quite a bit of damage pretty darn quickly, but those enemies, or those bosses, even with the new beta patch of them having 25% less health, is still like, it's still really high. Like, they still have so much health on danger level 3 and above. They have so freaking much. It is absurd. But alas, that is that. That's going to do it here for today for Brotato. Another beautiful run done. A very cool weapon unlocked. And honestly, an amazing, like, more than anything else, this was an amazing showing of how strong the suggested weapon system is if you get an early something or other. Like, and the fact that there's the tag system now means it is going to be more likely to do that. The run that I just did today, I don't think is as rare as people will probably think. This was probably a slightly average version of this run if you can find an early-ish flamethrower, which again, with the new system, is not that hard if you re-roll the shops early. A lot. It's not that bad. I bet you can do something like this or stronger. I really do think so. Like, you could go full glass cannon, and each of those flamethrower shots could be doing like 10. If you got lucky enough to find like any +3 knockback, you would have a lot more safety, a lot of survivability, because it would knock back the 3, even if it pierces, I would imagine. So, alas, yeah, see what you can do with this run. See if you can do a better one. I really bet you can, believe it or not. Thank you for watching. Check out the channel. Roguelikes is more every single day, and I will see you next time. Bye.